Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for watching this Facebook Live and YouTube live stream right now. I see quite a few of you guys say a hi to me, okay? So thank you so much for saying a hi to me. And if you can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me, okay, on the comments and also in the chat box as well, okay? So first of all, just want to say a very good new year to you, okay? May you prosper in health, okay? And have succeed in whatever things that you do in 2025, okay? If you are wondering, hey, how come, typically if you watch, how come my daughter never say good night to me now? Because she is in primary 1 right now and she has to reach school at 7:30 in the morning. So we have already shoo her to go to bed already, okay? So let me take a look at the comments right now. Okay, just now William, okay, and Dave, Hadley, Geraldine, okay, Pona, Pei Wen, Yan Ling, okay. Please say a hi to me in the comments and also in the chat box. All right. So I believe most of you guys should be back to work already lah. Okay. So I actually, in fact, I came back from a very short vacation during the weekend. I went to Johor, okay, JB Mid Valley South Kia for a 2-day staycation now. Okay, this is the last vacation, okay, for a short while, okay, until the next holiday, okay. School term has started, so right now I'm not sure about you. I think many of you here are parents as well, right? So it is a transition, okay, for a child to go to P1, and for me as a parent as well, also a big transition. So so today I wake up at about 5 a.m. Okay, so she has to get out of the house and take the school bus by 6:25 a.m. in the morning. But it is, in a way, it is a good transition. So which means they have more time to exercise. Okay, in fact, today after I sent her off to school with my wife. Okay, I went for a run. So I went for a run at 6:40 a.m. in the morning. After I ran 5 kilometers, okay, I came back. It is still early in the morning. Okay, it has been quite a while already. So I don't know sure how many of you here are parents here, but it has been quite tiring a day for me already. So right now I'm still doing this Facebook Live. I'm not sure whether in the future I'll be still doing at 10:30 or not. All right, so hi Bernard, hello Ingfish. Okay, so let me just continue this. Okay, once again, for those who just join me, okay, please give me a like, share, and comments as well. Okay, I would really appreciate if you could actually give me a like. Okay, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, especially you are new to MarketWise Asia, do like and follow our MarketWise Facebook page as well. Hello, Chris. Hello, LW. Let me just share my screen as I told them, right? Okay, it has been a tiring day for me. Okay, this is the officially the first day where my child full day in school. Okay, primary 1. So let me just do a disclaimer first. Okay, let me do this thing. Okay, so whatever I share today, it is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. Okay. All right. So of course, as usual, the Telegram channel, YouTube channel, Twitter, TikTok. Okay, right. Please follow, subscribe. Okay, if you could. Okay. Let me just post all this link in the comments. It seems that the video on the left hand bottom, does it seem to be a bigger right now? It seems to be used to be smaller. Okay, anyway, all right. For those who registered for the trading carnival for this coming Saturday, 11 January at Suntec Convention Center, okay, you should receive reminder within the next few days or so, okay, as early as tomorrow. Just a reminder lah, could be email or SMS. Okay, we won't spam you just for this event. Okay, where to register, as in where to do registration and all the key things that you do take note of. Okay, the room number and all this stuff. Okay, so by right it is sold out already. So we are trying to see whether we can still open up more spaces or not, because we have limited spaces. There is only about 300 plus seats, okay, at the in-person event. Of course, this is a carnival. Okay, there's a lot more things for you to explore. Okay, of course, the key thing is, okay, you can receive a limited edition goodie bag, okay, for the first 200 attendees. So if you have already registered, okay, do come earlier. So all the details we will send out within the next few days or so, what time to check in and such, okay. So you receive a jute bag, okay, some other easily, no, this is the next cards, okay, some of the other goodie bags, okay, limited edition, okay, notebook and pen and mystery gift as well. Okay, of course, the speakers wise, right, okay, we have, okay, Rainer Thiel, which he has 2 million YouTube subscriber right now, the #1 most followed YouTube, okay, trader, okay, in Singapore. Then we have Binny Ong and also Jay Toon as well, okay. We also have the speakers from Plus 500, okay, all right, Jonathan and also Jalen, okay. And of course, not to mention, right, okay, we also have fantastic prizes to be won, okay. Cruise, tablet, books, and Starbucks gift as well. So do anticipate this event. There will be coffee, tea, popcorns as well. Okay. All right. So do register for it. As in, we will see whether we can open up for more. But right now it is closed. For those registered, there'll be the details sending out to you within the next 1 or 2 days or so. Okay, so let's kickstart. So it has been quite a while. Okay, I think the last time I spoke to you guys was, I think, just before Christmas, 23rd of December, just before Christmas. It's been a while. Okay, okay, you miss me or not? Okay, all right. So the economic data for this week, okay, as usual from our Forex factory over here. Okay, so for this coming week, there are quite a number of fundamental and news releases, data releases. Okay, in fact, later at 11 p.m. there's this ISM services. Okay, the jobs opening. Then on not today, as in tomorrow, 11 p.m. Then Wednesday, non-farm employment change, unemployment. Okay, then on Thursday there's FOMC meeting. Okay, all right. So this is just not the interest rate meeting. Okay, all right, but the some of the common meeting. Okay. And then on Friday, again, unemployment rate as well. So all this can potentially move the market. Okay. All right. So the market just opened. Let me take a look at what the market it is doing now. Okay. So it is a positive today. Okay. That's good. All right. So of course, 2024 was just over right now. Okay. How many of you guys know what is the best performing sectors in 2020? Before we go into this week, the market outlook and also what are some of the things to watch out for, let's recap back. Okay, because since my last Facebook live was done on the 23rd of December, so a number of weeks has passed. Okay, anybody has any idea, or do you keep track what is the best performing sectors in 2024? Okay, all right, any answers, you can shout it out in the comments, whether you are on YouTube or also on Facebook. Okay, just in case you are not aware, the S&P 500 had a return of 23%, okay, in 2024. Okay, this is the second consecutive years where you have more than a 20% return, even though, okay, at the end of December it has some correction. Hey, no answer. Any idea or not the best performing sectors in 2024 before I review the answer? I believe you guys are pretty seasoned traders, right? Any answers, just shout it out. Which sectors? Is it financial, technology, industrial, comms, or whatever it is? Okay, do entertain me a little bit. Okay, just shout out the answer. Even if you don't know, you can also just make a guess which sectors is the best performing one. Start of the year, is it? You guys are still a little bit shy, is it? Okay, anyway, all right. So I'll just share the answer since nobody talking to me. Okay, so you can see over there from here, this is taken from FinVis. Okay. All right, so Chris say tech. Okay, the answer is not tech. Okay, so I didn't take it exactly at the end of the year. Technology, William said technology. Tan Kuku, Tan Kuku, should be Tan Kuku XLY. Okay, all right. So almost there, okay. So it is the same, okay. So this is the performance year to date. I think for the year, okay, it is, yeah, all right. So this is, yeah, year to date performance of the year. XLC, communication, XLC, okay. Second is financial. Third, right, Tan Kuku said XLY, one of the top, okay. Consumer discretionary, S&P 500, 23%. Can you see it or not? Okay. In fact, technology was not the best. It was somewhere in the middle. Okay, XLK. Okay. At some point in time, I think in third quarter, XLU, the utilities, was at the top. But ever since then, it went down quite a bit. Okay, to number 6. Right. The worst sector, it is actually materials, where it locked a negative return. The rest of all the sectors, okay, even health also, even though it is just barely into the positive territory, okay, it is still positive now. So XLB was the only one that is negative for 2024. Okay, so the S&P 23.3%. All right. So if you take a look at the, where is it? If you take a look at the, this is the equal weight. This is the equal weight. Okay. Open image in a new tab. This is the equal weight. In fact, for equal weight, which means every single stock, say, is equal. Okay, not the bigger cap stock does not carry more weight. So in fact, if for equal weight, right, in fact, financial, okay, is the top, then utilities, then comms and such. RSPN, what's RSPN? I forgot already. Sometimes the industrial. Okay, so this equal weight and the usual S&P sectors, there are some slight differences, because the usual XL, all the XL something one, they are all market weighted. The bigger company, okay, they have so-called bigger weightage. Okay, so just to let you know. And all right, so what are the stocks? How about the stocks for the best performing stocks in the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ? You guys got any ideas or not? Okay, got any ideas or not? Name me some of the stocks that you think, okay, the best performing stock in S&P 500. Let me try to find the data first. Okay. Got any answer or not? Before I show you guys the answer. Any answer, okay? The best performing stocks in the S&P 500, S&P 500, okay, SPX. Any idea the best performing stocks in the S&P 500, okay? Those who just joined, I'm just sharing a recap of what has happened, the best performing stocks. No answer also. Okay. Best performance of NVIDIA, okay, NVIDIA, okay, tech industry, PLTR, yes, Mary got the answer, okay, NVIDIA, one of the top few, okay, Mary got the answer, Palantir. So let me just share, oops, wait, let me just share this out. So this was taken from, where is it? This is, you give me a moment. Somehow today I cannot find the thing. SPX. Okay, it is over here. Okay, over here. So I try to zoom out a bit. Okay, so can ignore this height. Okay, so do this, do this, do this. Okay, I try to zoom. Oops. How come cannot? Never mind. Just zoom in from here. Okay, all right. You can see over here, Palantir. Palantir was the number one. Okay, technology 334%. Okay, Vistra, I think something linked to nuclear or something like that. Okay, so nuclear, like what I think just one of you guys said about nuclear. Okay, Vistra 267%. Okay, Nvidia, the usual one. Okay, some of the other things might not be so familiar to you guys. So for example, like this oil and gas, Texas Pacific Land, TPL. So if you take a look at all these TPL, Texas Pacific Land, okay, can see over that, it was a tremendous surge up over here. Before, after that, it dropped off now, but it is still very good return over there. So, okay, GoDaddy, Arista, not all are very common stocks, that tech stocks that you know. So you can see many, like for example, industrial, utilities, cyclical, comms, financial service, and such are not just all the tech. Okay, so any guesses what are the worst of the worst in the S&P 500? Okay, I'll just show you the answer. Okay, the S&P 500, I think this one, not sure what happened, but Intel, for example, Intel, okay, WBA, this is pharmaceutical retailers, biotech, Moderna, okay, and all this stuff. Okay, so all these are that. For the for this one, oops, wrong, not this one. Where is it? Let me try to find that again. The Nasdaq, okay, the Nasdaq, okay. In fact, the other one, it is APP, App Loving, okay, Corp, Software Technology, it is about 700%. Then MicroStrategy, Palantir, all this. So App Loving, okay, I'm not sure whether you know or not. APP, okay, APP over there, okay. All right, so it also like tremendously surged up. So in hindsight, okay, we know about all these stocks, but okay, I'll just share with you. Okay, when the chart, it is on the most right hand side, could be S&P 500. We at the most right hand side of the chart right now, like today, or whatever individual stocks that you are looking at, it is very, very difficult, okay, to gauge, okay, what are the stocks that is, the best performing for the year and such, okay. So personally, okay, all this what I share with you guys just now are just for entertainment. It is very, very hard to catch them unless you can catch them early. For me personally, okay, I prefer to go to the slow and steady, unsexy way. Okay, I think many of you here are seasonal vantage insiders. Okay, I just look through the stocks that has been performing over and over and over again for at least the past 10 years for the seasonal trend. Okay, so every single week there'll be opportunities to trade. So, but to really catch the so-called explosive stocks and all these are not that easy. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you agree with me. So of course, if you have a very experienced trader, you have a way to catch all these explosive stocks, very newly trending stocks, then go ahead and do it. For me, my style right now, I've been focusing on the seasonal stocks and such. Okay, so additional things for you to share with you here. Okay, this is from Visual Capitalist. So they actually have quite some good data. So I'll just post the link in the comments. Okay, so this is the 2024 in review. So exactly the same what I share. Okay, so this is by the sector performance. Okay, the S&P. Okay, I'm not sure why is it 35, but I think this is not the correct answer. Okay, so the S&P average, okay, 23.3%. This is correct. But you can see that comms, discretionary, financial, all these are the top one. What's material is the worst one. Okay, all right. So right now, another one from the Visual Capitalist, the S&P 500 returns since 1874 over here. I'll post once again the link in the comments over there. All right, so this is from Visual Capitalist. So I think the chart here looks a bit big, but you guys can see clearly. So this is like the bell curve. Okay, all right. So 2024, it is at more than 20%. So of course, as the return goes higher and higher, then it is not that the occurrence are not that common. Of course, 1 year like 50%, these are the days gone. Okay, so far I have not seen that since 1954. Okay, So typically you can see that the bell curve, typically you end up between, 10 to 20%, 10 to 20%. So what do you think the market, how do you think the market will perform this year? Is it 10%, more than 20%, 30%? Can share with me, okay, entertain me a little bit in the comments over there. So in fact, this is what it meant, okay? So this is the bell curve. So you can see over there, all right, exactly, this is just represented by numbers, okay? All right, most of the time, okay, the market, it is positive, okay? Very few years, most of the time market is bullish, okay? Dropping. So even if it drop, most of the time it drop between minus 10% to 20%. It is quite rare for the market to drop more than 20%, okay? Since to know how many years, okay? Since the past 151 years, okay? Only one time drop more than 40 and 50%, okay? I think that's one time is also during the financial crisis, okay? Or 30 to 40%, okay? Very rare, okay? So what I'm trying to say that, okay? Don't need to be so bearish about the market. I know some of you guys watch the social media, read the social media and all this. Always people like to do the bear pawn where they talk to you that what today this year the market will crash, this year the market will crash. But most of the time, okay, the market will not crash that badly. Of course, I'm not saying that the market will not crash this year, but don't be so quick to be bearish. Is it okay? Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, just type okay in the comments over here. Okay, in the comments, I really appreciate it, and just do some likes for me, entertain me, and respond to me and such. Okay. All right. So for those who just watch right now we have 130 people. Can you give me a like, share, and comments if you could? I really appreciate that. Okay, do follow MarketWise Asia Facebook page, and you're watching this on YouTube, do subscribe to our channel as well. So once again, I'll post this link in the comments. Okay. So before I go into that, okay, as I mentioned, right, this is the second year consecutively. I think I mentioned quite a number of times, even before the year ended. Okay, I said that most likely, okay, the year 2024 will end with more than 20+% return. So indeed it was, okay. So US large cap, okay, stocks best 2-year run since 1998. Okay, in case you are not aware, okay, all right. I think more than 20 plus years ago that we have 2 consecutive years of more than 20% return. Okay, all right. So this is US large cap stocks achieved their 2 best year. So previously, more than 20%, it is normal, but 2 consecutive years, okay, it is not that normal. 2 consecutive years, it is not that normal. So if you want to, we have to go back to 1998, the dot-com bubble, where the market have a 4 years of consecutive 20+ return. So this is not a normal year. Okay, all right, no. So you can see that typically, okay, I think previously I mentioned when more than 20+%, the next year, typically the return not that good. Okay, I'm not saying that it is going to be negative, but sometimes, okay, it is not that good, between 10 to 15%, that kind. So in my view is that if the market this year, okay, can have more than 10% return, okay, I will be very happy already. Okay, all right, that's my personal goal. It is very hard to guess, okay, or like to forecast how the market will perform. Okay, all right, it is tough, but for me, I think that more than 10%, I think it is good enough, which means that, okay, this year I think the market will be more choppy, okay, not as easy, okay, as for the past 2 years. So 2023, 2024, okay, if you have a very lax so-called risk management, okay, which means that, if you do swing trade, position trade, okay, you didn't cut loss, you just hold it thinking that the stocks can go back higher, most likely you won't get hurt, especially you traded the big cap stocks. Okay, the market will recover, okay, eventually. So for the past 2 years, it has been like that. Okay, so maybe it has conditioned you that, hey, the market so easily, I just hold on to it, okay? Then I will be profitable again. But again, I think you might have forgotten, 2022, okay, 2022 or even 2020, where the market suddenly crashed, okay? If you didn't cut loss, it can be quite painful, like 2022 minus 19%, okay? If you have been through that, you should know, okay? So what I'm trying to say that, okay, be prepared, okay? Anticipate, okay, that this year the market return might not be so good. The index, which means that the S&P, NASDAQ, okay, the return might not be more than 20%. Okay, so which means that you need to choose your stocks very selectively, okay, in order to outperform the market. Okay, all right. So other than that, okay, let me just go through what has actually happened towards the end of last year. Also, just a recap only. So of course, at the end of last year, okay, the FOMC meeting, they say that they are going to project 3.5 to 4%, okay, the interest rate in 2025, okay, and they are projecting only two cuts in 2025 this year, okay, due to a strong economy. Okay, of course, there could be some inflation uncertainties. They do not want to drop the interest rate so fast yet. Okay, all right. So that's what they say, and I think I mentioned before. This is a good sign, which means that okay, if they really need to cut it, okay, then they have the bullets to cut it. It also shows that I mentioned right, it is a strong economy. No need to be so hastily cutting it, okay, unless necessary. And of course, the interest rate, it is still above the rate of inflation. So I mentioned the Fed has the room to ease further if they need it. Okay, so let me close these images first. So this is from, if you visualize the chart as well. Okay, so previously, okay, the inflation, okay, it is going very high up. Okay, of course, the Fed has no choice but to keep increasing the interest rate. Of course, right now the inflation has come down already. So right now, the Fed rate, it is still higher than the inflation rate. Okay, even though inflation rate has not gone like about 2%, but which means that okay, the Fed can still reduce the interest rate if they needed to. So they have the capacity to do so. Okay, all right. So bull market, that's what a lot of the analysts they have been mentioning. Bull market continue into year three with moderate gain. That's what a lot of consensus they are predicting this. So which means okay, my view is that a lot of, how I said it, most of the people are always wrong. So from what I see, most of the consensus that everybody is saying that okay, year three could be have moderate gain. Okay. Initially that was my consensus also, my view. But after reading through so much, I think that everybody is thinking the same thing. So I think the market could surprise us. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I am hoping at least a 10%. Okay. But the market could drop below 10%. Okay. I don't know whether that's still considered a moderate gain or not. But I believe, okay, this year there will be a not say huge, a bigger than normal correction for the past, compared to the past 2 years or so correction, which means that the market, I think there's a possibility that it can drop between 5 to 10% this year, a bigger drop. Okay, I think last 2 years there hasn't been a 10% drop, that kind, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe this year there could be a bigger drop. So need to anticipate that. So everybody is thinking the same thing. Okay, I'll be a little bit cautious, even though I'm hoping for a 10% return, but the market could surprise us with less than 10% return, or even have a correction, 5 to 10% correction. Okay, this is my view. Okay, doesn't mean that it's going to be correct. Okay, like I said, forecasting is very difficult. Okay, I just trade what I see in the chart and follow the seasonal data as well. Clear so far? If everything clear, okay, just type C, letter C in the comments. My view, okay. In short, I think there will be a bigger correction this year, 5 to 10%. Okay, and that could make the investors very scared. It has been a while. The market had a very huge correction. Okay, all right. So I believe that this year, be prepared for a lesser gain. Okay, and of course, like what for the past 2 years, okay, the market has a high valuation expectation. Okay, the companies, the analysts have a very high expectation of the companies. Okay, the growth, okay, the earning growth and such. So high expectation can have very little margin for everyone because everybody is anticipating that it is continuing to go higher. Okay, the earnings, whatever it is. Okay, and if the company did not meet the expectation, okay, price will not just stagnate, it will just drop because, okay, the market is always forward looking. Okay, all right, so you just if it does not meet expectation, you drop drastically. Okay, and of course, policy, they think that it is uncertain under a second Trump administration, but for me personally, okay, I think I mentioned before, under Trump, I think is quite stable. This is my personal view. Okay, I'm not sure that you agree with me because even though Trump is a bit eccentric, but we know his pattern. In Singapore, we say that we know his pattern, we know his how quan. So roughly know what to expect. So I think that not so uncertain. So the volatility will not come from Trump. That's my personal view. It will come from the normal, okay, market volatility. Of course, the news and media, we will say that, oh, because the Trump say this, say that, the market drop now, which, okay, they give you a reason. But for me personally, it's just a normal correction. It is due already. The market hasn't been have a huge correction for some time. Okay, but let me warn you. Okay, whenever it drop, the market, the news will say that, oh, it's due because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that, but it is, I think it is not. It's just normal market movement. Okay, and yeah, again, they say that no recession or Fed tightening. Okay, volatility presents buying opportunity. This one I agree. Okay, this one I agree. I believe that the market, it is still in an uptrend, still in a bull market. If the market really does have a so-called a huge correction, that will present a buying opportunity. Of course, how volatile it is, how fast it will drop, then we will see how it goes. Okay, all right. But typically, third year is a slower bull market. So this is against slightly to slow in the third year of a bull market. So I think previously I mentioned before, a lot of things that I've repeated just to keep you so-called refresh again. Okay, but different charts are different charts, different charting. Okay, so this is that. Okay, you can see that ignore the number, not important. Okay, you see this chart over there. The golden color one, okay, is the average bull market for the past 10 years. The current blue one, it is what the market it is doing right now. Okay, so you can see that yeah, typically third year it tends to plateau, not so good, even though it is still a bull market as well. Okay, so just be prepared lah. Okay, I think I mentioned to my seasonal vantage insiders as well already. All right, so this one nothing much I don't want to go through. So it basically just saying that there's a broadening of the leadership in the market. Okay, the smaller company are catching up as well. Value stock are catching up instead of always the growth stocks. Okay, right. Okay, maybe I just show you since I already prepared already. Okay, this is something that I taken from the other data sources as well. Oops, not this one. It is over here. See. I think I copy and paste the same thing. Never mind. Okay, never mind. It's okay. Let's head back to the chart. Oh, okay. The market is not too bad today. All right. So this is the S&P 500. Okay, this is the futures. Okay, futures. Of course, this is a new year. Okay, new year, new month. You can see that the green dotted line here was the central pivot range. So for this new month, January, there is also a new central pivot range. This new month, the CPR, it is over here. This is the monthly central pivot range. So right now, the futures S&P, it is trying to stay above the CPR. That is a good sign. That is a good sign because it's trying to climb above, okay, to stay continuing in a bullish trend. Okay, if you take a look at the yearly central pivot range, okay, based on every single year. So as long as the market it is below the yearly one, okay, it is still in an uptrend. Okay, you can see okay, let me try to do this. Height drawing. Okay. So this is the yearly CPR over there. So this is a year. The black one is every single year. Okay, you only form one line. Okay, every year. So you can see that previously 2020. Okay, it was in a downtrend. Okay, price break above the yearly pivot, then uptrend. As long as stay above the yearly pivot point. Okay, CPR is in an uptrend. Okay, stay above here, uptrend. Below, downtrend. Okay, go above, continue uptrend. So right now, the good news is, I think, not say good news lah. Okay, you should know we are still not typically, we are in an uptrend. Okay, we are still above the yearly CPR. For the Nasdaq, it is the same. We are still above the yearly CPR. So the market overall is still in an uptrend. Can you see over there? Okay, downtrend, bear market. Okay, try to go above, face resistance, come down. Okay, price go above the yearly pivot. The uptrend started. Okay, come back down, tested the CPR and continue to head higher. So this year we are still above the CPR. Okay, all right. For the Russell 2000, okay, this is the futures. We are actually testing the CPR. Where is it? It is still calculating. Okay. Okay. All right. It was kind of ranging down here above 2024, started to go above, generally in an uptrend. Okay. So right now, okay, you can see the CPR, it is very, very thin. Okay. Don't ask me why. This is based on mathematical formula, based on the pivot point formula. So this is the CPR for this year. Can you see that the market actually, this year dropped to the yearly pivot and started to rebound. So all in all the key indices, we are still in an uptrend. Okay, so nothing to worry about for now. Even for Dow Jones, okay, we are also just above the yearly pivot over here. So all in an uptrend. Okay, no need to be so bearish for now. I'm not sure about you whether they are, maybe some of these are bearish, but uptrend. Okay, can you just type UT uptrend in the comments? So at least the context what is happening right now. Of course, if we drill down to a lower time frame, like daily chart, monthly charting, that kind of thing. Okay, then of course the money pivot will come into play over there. Okay, like for example the S&P. Okay, trying to stay above the monthly CPR. The Nasdaq. Okay, we are also trying to stay above the monthly CPR as well. Okay, can still long the SPY index. Lele, it depends on the context. What is your time frame? Are you doing a short term, a few days, a few months, or even years? Okay, if you're talking about a few days to 1 or 2 months, I think there could be still more upside to go lah. Okay, all right. If you're talking about longer term, I have no idea because I'm primarily a swing trader and a position trader. So swing trader mainly holding for maybe 2 days to 10 days, that kind of thing. Okay, all right. In fact, I so-called shared with my SVI members that I'm looking at the small caps, which is the IWM. Okay, indices is doing not too bad. Okay, so but of course, the S&P cash index, just to share with you here. Okay, based on the zero gamma level, is it here? No, this is spot gamma. Basically, this is the positioning of the options dealer, the market makers, whether they are net positive or net negative options. Okay, all right, they are the positioning. Okay, is somewhere around 5950. Okay, 5950. So right now, as of now, doing this live stream, price is above 5950. So if price can stay above the zero gamma level, that would be positive news in a way that we could expect a less downside selling. So if price continue to go below 5950, then there could be more volatility and more selling. Okay, so this is a 5950. So you can just type 5950 over there. Okay, any questions so far? All right. So for example, I share with the IWM. So it is still doing okay. Okay. All right. So I think right now I have more than 1 hour of profit already. Okay, for those SV like I mentioned, right? So this was what I mentioned to. Of course, this is the today one. So previously, is it here? Yeah. No, this one. Is it from this one? Yeah. Okay. This one I talked about the IWM. Okay, previously I talked about IWM. Okay, I also actually talked about the USO. Okay, I think Melvin answered already. Melvin, how long more are you bullish for the S&P 500? Melvin, follow through the PowerPoint slides that I sent to you during sent to you guys. I mean that the members gathering. Okay, SVI Connect Night. Okay, that will be a very good roadmap. Okay, or how I feel the market will go. Okay, but for now, I think the market can still continue to go higher. Okay, yeah, crystal ball can still continue to go higher. At least I think until mid of January, I think still okay lah. After that, okay, sometimes I also forget lah. Okay, I need to refer back to my crystal ball uh, slide again. See what is it doing now. Okay, yeah, but I think still okay. So yeah, follow that as a roadmap lah. Okay, but I think if I'm not mistaken, February or March are not so good. So be prepared for that. Okay, be prepared for that. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. So, yeah, so IWM, not too bad today. So previously I mentioned about USO. Okay, this is the oil. It has been continued to go higher. So this is the oil. Not too bad, Melvin. Are you still holding on to gold or not holding on already? Gold is it just all the way up? Okay, I exited a bit early lah, but that's perfectly fine for me. Okay, because I entered more for a swing trading kind of position. All right, Melvin, are you still holding on to oil or not? Okay, so this also I mentioned to the seasonal advantage during the SVI Connect 9. I said that, hey, I say that, mid-December onwards, focus on crude oil and gold as well. Okay, gold, okay, or silver, okay, even though it didn't really move a lot, but I didn't really lose a lot of money. So it's still okay, for now. Personally, I have a position in gold. Okay, in gold. All right, that's good. Okay, but good profit so far. Okay, so trade ideas. I'm not sure whether you guys remember the trade ideas that I mentioned in December, just before the Christmas. All these are still valid. I talk about gold, silver, platinum. Even though platinum got a so-called correction, okay, so-called flush down, but it is still in play, 25 December to 28th of January. So if you take a look at platinum, all these are from the seasonality. All right. So in case you don't know, so for example, like platinum, okay, platinum, okay, it had some so-called sell-off, but it is heading back up again. So it is still in play. Of course, the tricky thing is when do you want to enter or exit lah, okay? It is still in play, okay? Personally, I did not really enter into platinum, okay? So yen, okay, yen, which I think the last Facebook Live, okay, dollar yen. This is the yen itself, which is the dollar yen now. So if the yen it is going to go higher, which means that the dollar index it is going to come down. Okay, so for the dollar yen, it is still stuck there. Okay, hasn't really worked out yet. So risk management will always be the number one thing. Okay, but I don't know how this will pan out. But for me personally, I did not traded this thing. Okay, there are quite a things on my plate already. Okay, right? For example, the oil previously, the gold, okay, and such. Okay, and a few stocks, the small cap IWM. So today I'll just share with you one more trade ideas. Are you guys interested to hear? If you're interested to hear, okay, interested to hear, just type letter I in the comments. I need at least 5 if there's no 5 responses, I'm not going to share it. Okay, today crowd is a bit quiet, even though right now we have about 150 people. So meanwhile, for those who are replying and such, right, can you guys at least give me a like, share, and comments? Just give me a like. I think on Facebook, there's only 19 likes so far, okay? 19 likes so far. Okay, give me a like, share, comments. You really appreciate, really can get the words out to other people, okay, especially on YouTube and such. So give me a like, okay? If you don't want to comment, if you don't want to share, at least give me a like. Okay, I got more than number of I already. Okay, so I just want to share with you, okay? Nothing fanciful, okay? It is still on crude oil. It is still on crude oil. It is still, where is it? It is still on the crude oil, even though it's gone a lot higher. But do watch out for a correction, because right now we are in the midst of a bullish phase for the crude oil seasonal data. So this is again bullish. Okay, so for the crude oil, this is based on crude oil futures. Oil futures. Okay, this is the CL. So from the 10th of January, okay, until 26th of February, okay, for the past 11 years, okay, 91% of the time, okay, it went up. Okay, which means that out of the past 11 years, okay, 10 years it went up during this period. So if you take a look at 10, it is here. Of course, right now it has already gone up already. If you're looking for a swing trade or position trade, this it might not be the best time, okay, to buy into crude oil. I mean, it can still continue to go up like that. Nobody knows, okay. But personally, my style is that I don't like to chase, okay. So it would be good if there is some pullback, okay, that kind of thing, okay. Then wait for the opportunity to buy again, or it can just continue to consolidate, then look for opportunity to buy again, that kind of thing, okay. Or it can just continue to go higher, okay, then wait for pullback, okay, and then wait for opportunity to buy again. Again, these are just three ideas. I'm not saying that it is definitely going to go higher, okay. It can fail. We still need to watch the price action. Price action is still number one. Okay, for those who don't know what is price action meaning that how is the price doing now? Is it in an uptrend? Is it in a downtrend? Is it moving higher? Is it moving lower? Or is it consolidating? What is the price doing now? Okay, clear so far? So this is what I'm trying to say here. Oil futures, okay, clear? Any question so far? Any question so far? I'm also about time. Okay. Seasonally is January. So okay, January it is a bullish month. Okay. February not so for I think post election. So you need to be a little bit more careful. Okay. All right. So for what does the leaks mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by what does the leaks mean? Okay. Yeah. So Skin Steven, okay. Yeah. I still need to refer back to my 葵花宝典. I also sometimes forget. Okay. Yeah. So, but I think if I'm not mistaken, February and March, seasonally, okay, based on historical data, not so good month. Okay. Any question so far? Any question so far? Let me take a look. Let me take a look and see whether I got this or not. SBI Connect. I don't mind share lah, okay. Yeah. So February not so good, so be a little bit more careful. Okay. That's it. I'll just show until here. Okay. All right. So yeah. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? USDG has a lot of legs in the daily. You mean the shadow? You mean the shadow? Okay. You mean the long shadow? Is it dollar index? Dollar index. It is. Like that, you mean like this, okay? Long shadow means that price is trying to push higher, okay? But, you know, personally, I wouldn't want to long right now, okay? I could be wrong, but I don't like this so-called the bullish bar over there. It might, okay, trap a lot of people trying to go long, and especially a lot of traders see this pin bar, thinking that, you know, these are so-called bullish buying signal, okay, then they might long. So I wouldn't want to long that, even though on textbook it looks like a classic example of you know, uptrend, then, you know, a flat pattern, then continue to go higher. But personally, I wouldn't want to do that. So I a bit cautious, even though I did not trade that. Yeah, if you ask me by my view, I'm not so inclined to go long on the dollar yet. Okay. What is the ticker for oil futures? Not oil futures, William. It is oil ETF. Oil ETF is USO. So USO, it is over here. Okay. So the price action is a proxy to the oil futures. Okay. All right. Any other questions? So yeah, for those who actually registered for the trading carnival. So yeah, it is so so keep your ticket, okay. All right, yeah, if you don't want to let us, if you want to go, let us know, okay. It is registered via through Eventbrite, okay. But within the next few days or so, we will be sending out for you the reminder, all the important details, the speakers, you know, and also the title and all this, okay, where to register and all this, okay. All right, so do keep a watch out on your email, and we most likely should send an SMS reminder as well. Okay, for now, it is sold out. We will see whether there will be more seats to be open, okay, within the next few days or so. Okay, any other question? Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Let me take a look. Bitcoin. I cannot share this one. This is more for my seasonal vantage insiders. Bitcoin, not this one, huh? Bitcoin. Let me see. I'm not sharing the screen right now. Okay. Generally, Bitcoin not so good in January lah. I wouldn't say it's a crash, just that seasonally, okay, not so good. Bernard, are you a SVI? Are you a SVI member? Your name sounds familiar. There's a Bernard in SVI also. If you are SVI, okay, do check out the SVI Connect Night PowerPoint slide. It is all there. It serves as a roadmap, what to expect, what to anticipate for the year. All the asset classes, the one that mostly people are traded, it is all there. Okay. All right. Any question? If there is no question, I thank you guys. This is the first Facebook Live of the year. Okay. I think moving forward, I think I will sleep a bit earlier, because, you know, tomorrow 5 a.m. plus 5:15, 5:30, I need to wake up again to prepare my child to go to school. Okay, as I mentioned, right, primary 1 routine, different changes, okay, different routine changes and such. So I need to get used to it as well. Okay, so with that, thank you so much for staying with me until now. So I wish you a very good night, okay, good evening ahead, and I'll see you again next week. For those who are coming for the trading carnival, I will see you this coming weekend. With that, thank you so much. And you find value in this today's session, okay, type value in the comments or type letter V in the comments. Okay, Ken? With that, thank you so much. Goodbye, good night, 晚安 and 再见. Bye bye.